Hey everybody, Wes here from Cross Armory. We're going to show you how to install the Cross Armory double stack onto your Ruger LCP mags. So let's just get to it. Tools you're going to need: a flathead or a Phillips head screwdriver and a couple magazines, as well as your double stack. So go ahead and just open the box. And when you open the box, you're going to find your double stack right inside there. So that's what you're going to need. Set your box aside. It's a good place to store your base plates once you've completed the process. So we're going to go ahead now and remove the base plate from our Ruger LCP mag. So the way to do that is you want to depress this little pin that's inside this hole. So when you press it in, you want to push from the back of the magazine on this base plate. You'll see that it starts to slide forward. So once you've made it this far, be sure to put your thumb over this area so that as the base plate moves out of the way, there's a spring and an additional plate inside, and you want to make sure that that doesn't spring out and put your eye out or fling across the room where you're going to lose it. So hold your thumb here as you pull the plate the rest of the way out. Set the plate down. Now this is under a lot of spring tension, so slowly let that tension out. So as a successful magazine base plate removal, we're going to do it again on the second one. Pushing from the back, get it started. Now cover it with the thumb and slowly remove the base plate, and now slowly let that tension out. And there we go. We'll store these base plates in our double stack box, so if we ever need them again, we know where to find them. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this wheel on the double stack, and you can see that the paddle inside eventually comes flush with the top. Now because we're installing them, we want that to be in the most open position so that the pin here on this plate falls well into that hole. So we're all set. Now we're going to put one on. What we're going to do is we're going to compress this spring again, hold it down strong with a finger, and then go ahead and slide onto there. Now you'll see that it stops at that little pin, so you want to press just a little further to get that pin over there. And as you slide it in, it's going to click on. It's clicked into the hole, and now we're set. We're good. Now we're going to do it with the other one. Go ahead and hold this down and slide it in. And when you slide it all the way in, you hear a nice click. Oh, there we go. Nice and clicked. So now those mags are stuck in there happily, safely, so you can load, unload, and reload. Now, some of you might like to just have a weighted base plate for these magazines, which means you don't want two magazines, but you do like the extra weight so that when you press the release button, the magazine falls away. Well, you can easily remove one of these magazines simply by turning this wheel. Now, you can feel the tension. It's hard to show in the video, but you can feel the tension get tighter, and then it hits a flat spot where it stays in place. Now, you know you've turned it too far. Always turn clockwise, by the way. You know you've turned it too far when it makes a loud click, like that. So go ahead and turn it until you feel it stop. There you go. And now we're just going to take one of these out so that we can use it as a weighted base plate. So we release that tension, and now we want to make sure that this is free. So we hear that click, it's loose. That means that the magazine's tight in there. So now you can use this as a weighted base plate. So when you press your release button on your magazine, it falls away really well. If you want to uninstall the whole device, go ahead and do what you did before. Turn it until it stops, but not too far. And then go ahead and slide it off of there. Slowly release the magazine tension. Go ahead and find your old base plates that you probably threw in the double stack box. Dump those out. Put your double stack in a safe spot. And now to reassemble the magazines, you simply hold this down and then slide the base plate back on. Push down past that. And now you can wait for it to click, and it clicks back in. Now let's do that for the other one. Pushing it down. Whoop. Get it past the bottom of the mag. Push it further. And now it clicks back in. So that is the installation and uninstallation of Cross Armory double stack for the Ruger LCP mags.